Yeah, welcome back to the House of Fire. Tonight we're going to be looking at some of the crazy and madness that is going on in this world presently, you know what I mean? When I say crazy and madness, we're going to look at how somebody like, say, President Obama as an instance can be given the Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah? When, in my opinion anyway, he's head of the corporation of killing, but yet he's given the Nobel Peace Prize as it was. Right, presently here in England, as I'm seeing the news, the appeal judges has rejected Julian Assange appeal for extradition to Sweden, you know, which the intention is, like I say before, get him to America and give him 100 years. Simply for showing the world that these people are killing people. That's all it's about. The other fellow, Bradley Manning, is under court-martial in America. And yet here you are in England. Men who are supposed to be sitting in high court, you know, judges, high court judges, the highest in the land, finding a man now in some way guilty for no reason at all. They know in their heart that this is not just. And yet this is what they're doing. So you find out that if you tell the truth, you're going to get punished. You know what I mean? For showing that people are killing people. You know what I mean? So I would say Assange and Manning are two of the greatest heroes on the planet right now, demonstrating that this is the time for us all to stand against these tyrants. You know what I mean? How can we just stand aside and watch something like this happen? You know what I mean? Where is the Pope in all this? Let's get back to this little devil. The Pope must have seen the WikiLeaks video like everybody else, clearly, of the military murdering innocent people. You know what I mean? And don't forget, this was only like one of the leaks. You know, there's many other incidents where there was deliberately murdering people. Now, surely a man like the Pope, the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Queen, the Duke, all of them, Prince Charles, whoever they are, the High Court judges in the land, surely they must have seen this as well. So where is their voice in this? Where is the religious man's voice in all of this? This is the time to see that religion in a load of hypocrisy. Like I tell you, here in England, they was about to occupy the stock exchange, and God let them stop outside of St. Paul to teach you a lesson. This is supposed to be God's house, but it isn't. All the priests in there should have been out supporting the people. But what did they do? They run to the High Court, to the Court of Devils, to get an injunction to chase the people away. You understand? So these people are not supporting the truth. This is a time when the truth is being prosecuted. You know what I mean? And if you are a liar, you know what I mean? Or if you're willing to cover up evil, you get rewarded for doing so. You understand? So this is the crazy state of the world at the moment, where we're quite willing to sanction our army, as our we call them, our troops, to go ahead and kill other people. You know what I mean? Just because of these, like I tell you, the evil government, because they are the one who is playing the game. It's a game. There's no need for it. There's no need for all this evil. You understand? But they are just playing this evil game. There's no need for no money in the first place. And if there was no money, this game wouldn't have been played. You understand? But we are letting them play in this game and respecting them. You're respecting evil people. You know what I mean? And praising them. And when you see them on television, you know what I mean? You clap and you praise and you say, oh, President Obama. President Obama is just a stooge. As far as I can honestly scrutinize American president, the only one with any bit of sense was President Kennedy, and they soon get rid of him. You know what I mean? He looked as if he had a bit of touch of conscience about him. But all the rest are just puppets. You know what I mean? Controlled by evil men from behind the scene, whose interest is money. They only get where they are because their intention is a little bit of power and they enjoy the adulation, you know what I mean? But they're not honest men. You can't be honest really in politics. Once you go in it, you are corrupted. You go into an evil system. It is an evil system. And this system needs to be swept away. And it needs to be done by the people. The people have to understand that you've been governed by devils in disguise. Whether it's your political system, religious system, whatever system it is an unjust system. Your high court, your international law, is international fraud. The judges in them are just frauds, devil men in long coats. But what these devil men must understand when they hear these words as well, what you want to do is go and study, like I tell you, what memory is, because it's in you. It's videoing your little dirty deeds while you're passing your little dirty sentence. You must think because you're powerful and you're some judge on earth, yeah? Passing your little illegal sentence on other human beings that you're going to get away with it. But you can't get away with nothing within the universe. You are just stupid, acting against your own self to support an evil system. You're going to go down with that system. Like all you who live in that way before and death come and take you away. Well, if you are in this time, well, you will be going the same way. Anytime, anywhere at all, you're going the same way. There is no escape judgment. So why are you hiding in secret doing evil? Why are you being no Mason or no Illuminati and skull and bone? Who against man? Yeah, you can do that against man, but you can't do that against God, because God is a different kettle of fish. You know, like we say in England, you can't mess with God's powers. No matter how, I don't know, smart. Yeah, I wouldn't call it smart. It no matter how smart it is. Stupid, because I don't call idiots who are in what they would call secret society. Because all you're doing is just hiding the little knowledge that you have, how you used to use evil to control and deceive people by your little religious movements that you have and your little business club that you have and all that. But don't you notice that when you leave in earth, you have to leave everything here? That's what you should take notice of. And like I tell you before, it's very important for you to take notice of the black box. Because that is where your dirty deeds are stored. And that is where you're going to be judged. And your friends won't be there. Like you can enjoy the evil that you're doing now. You know, like all you in the American government or the British government, you're all together now, aren't you? And you enjoy the privilege of being together, and you laugh together, and you meet together in your secret in your little black cloaks and all these other whatever you're doing, and perform your little secret business, and you go to Bohemian Grove or whatever grove you want to go to, underground or above the sky or underneath. Anyway, you perform your little dirty evil deeds. That's irrelevant, because wherever you are going, so is memory. You see what I mean? Memory go to Bohemian Grove. Memories in the White House and all over the Senate. And all over the houses of Parliament and in Buckingham Palace. You see me? So it doesn't matter where. You know, if you send a man up in the space, memory follow him up there as well. If you send him underground, memory go underground with him as well. Anywhere he goes, anywhere he moves, memory record his movements within this universe and also on this planet. So it doesn't matter who you're hiding from. Who are you hiding your evil from? You know what I mean? So it's time for the people to wake up and realize that you've been led astray. And this is a serious matter when it comes to one's soul, to allow devilish people to lead them astray. It would rather one give up their own life in this time than to follow devilish people. You know what I mean? You might as well be as brave as Bradley Manning and the WikiLeaks fella. Yeah? And let us all go to prison then, and let them all sentence us to 100 years then, innit? You know what I mean? Let us stand up for something at least. You know what I mean? Dig deep in your soul. You know, and say, this is the time. You know what I mean? Where we have to stand up for what is right. You know what I mean? We have to see these people for who they are. They are the one inflicting war on other people. You know what I mean? They tell you about, oh, Gaddafi's... yeah, Gaddafi might have been a bad man, but since they go there and bomb the hell out of him, you know how many people has been killed in Libya? It's pure chaos in Libya. Since they go to Iraq and bomb Saddam, pure chaos. Now they're bloodthirsty to go to Syria to bomb Syria. You know what I mean? Going on about Israel. Israel is only a European outpost set up by Europeans amongst the Arab to cause chaos. You never hear anyone saying to Israel, how come you got so many atomic weapons, brethren? No, they don't say nothing. And as long as it's Israel doing the killing, America is quite happy with that. Aren't you, America? You support any killing that Israel do, you don't really care. You know what I mean? Because you support evil. That is your, that is like your son that you put there to cause chaos amongst those people and to kill as many of them as you can. Because you're an evil killing machine. Along with your European colleague here, England and France and Canada and your other outposts, Australia. All these outposts that you set up around the place support you in your evil doing, but they're all going down with you, and they're all going to get punished with you, and you're going to see how happy they. You see how happy you are when you're on the planet Earth here, and you meet and you enjoy the luxury of the earth. Cause you're eating the best food here, aren't you? You wear the finest clothes, and you live in the finest house, and you have the finest of everything, and you can fulfill all your little sexual perversion here, innit? And you enjoy it. That's why I'm telling you, you make sure that you enjoy it very well. Because I reckon most men don't live to be 100 anyway, women. You know, they had one fly over a little 100 and more. But you don't live that long anyway. So you make sure for that little 120, let's say the limit to 120, make sure you enjoy as much evil as you can. And I reckon, like I said, by the time you reach 100, you can't do any much more anyway. The body has already wind down. You can't find no way of making it vigorous and continue, can you? So you know that you have to go. Just like your forefathers who commit evil and go before them. You in turn will follow them if you don't change your little dirty evil ways. And I tell you, you'll reap what you sow. You will enjoy now, yeah? But when later on it will be bitter. So for people like Mr. Clinton and Mrs. Clinton and Obama and Michelle Obama and all your little stupid friends who are saluting you and bowing to you everywhere, they see you say yes sir, and they round you and they gathering you, and you feel so puffed up and important. You make sure you enjoy that puffed up importance that you enjoy. You understand what I mean from the firehouse? Because there will be a time when you won't be so puffed up and you won't be enjoying whatever it is that you sow. Because you will have to reap it. You know what I mean? Whoever, like I tell you, all them aeroplane pilots flying them aeroplane far up, all the amount of people that you kill on the ground, memory knows exactly what you've done. Who did it and when and why. Yeah, they've seen your laughter. You remember when you kill those people, yeah? And you find it great fun. You say, oh, nice shot, man. You just killed that bastard. Yeah, man, all that is recorded on your memory. You won't be able to say you never do it, you know. That is the camera. That's what I keep saying, right? You have some clever, what they call scientists on this planet, or some wise men or clever men, yeah? You let them go and explain to you what memory is. You know, like I'm explaining to the gullible. I call them gullibles. Because not everyone is gullible. Those who are not gullible will understand what I mean. But those who are gullible, I'm explaining to you that the original creative energy, whether you want to call it God or give it any name that you want, but it plays within you a thing called memory, which is like a video camera. It video your action from birth until death. And all your deeds are taped as if it was a video recorder. So that when death come and remove you from out of your physical form, because you are a spirit, you will not die. Yeah, you will not die. You know what I mean? Remove you, yeah? That's where the evidence of what you've done here is recorded. We don't need any jury. You know, when you go there, we don't need any jury. Your friends cannot defend you. You understand? So your political party won't be able to help you when you Senate. You know? And those in House of Parliament who are saying, yeah. They won't be able to, they won't be there in this judgment that you are going to face. You will be doing it on your own. You understand? And you will have to reap what you sow. You see, so you enjoy tormenting people on the planet, yeah? Or sending others to do it on your behalf. Because you will be getting your half for sure. You know what I mean? So you find out, like I'm saying now, the planet has fallen into idiotic behavior. Where if you are, I would call it, they're looking for people who are nonsensical then. The more ridiculous you are, the more you will be, they will promote you and tell you and do such things, you know what I mean? The more ridiculous music you sing. You know, if you're a preacher who speak a lot of shit, you will get promoted, you know what I mean? Anybody, apart from anyone who speak, the truth is a joke. That's why you can have it where the prosecuting, like I tell you, Bradley Manning and this guy, for showing the truth. If they was telling some lies now or some story about who was having sex with who and what was what, they would be made heroes. They would be given the Nobel Peace Prize for doing such a thing. So I want to see, you know, when those I don't know who is giving out this Nobel Peace Prize. I don't know who they are. You know what I mean? Because surely now they immediately would hand it to this fella Bradley Manning and the WikiLeaks fella. You know, for revealing that high people in the government are killing people. And they're not only killing them, they are allowed to kill them and then prosecute those who reveal that they are doing it. When they are the same people as well, if a man lower down the ladder kills somebody, they go and lock him up and put him away for 100 years. But when it's shown that they are the one doing it, they are now intending and giving the people or the persons who reveal that they are doing it the 100 years. So that means that they should be allowed to murder people. You know what I mean? But they will lock them lower down. If you murder somebody on the street, for instance, they will send you away for 100 years. But they are saying, listen, higher up, we are like we say, immune from the law. We are a killing machine. So if like reveal on the WikiLeaks, you see one of our helicopters fly about and one of our pilots decide that, listen, this is fair game, you know what I mean? There's a few to be killed here. You know what I mean? What's the matter with that? Let's kill a few. You know? And then this Mr. Manning had the audacity to reveal our game. You know, we're only killing a few people. You know what I mean? So, of course, we should court-martial such a fella for revealing to the public that we kill people for fun. You know what I mean? And then this other, he let this other one here, what's it called? Agassi. Or Azar. I don't remember the name. WikiLeaks man I call him. He revealed it to the general public to say, listen people, you know, these fellas are really murdering people for fun. Which, if it was just word of mouth, maybe we would have think he's a madman. But he actually showed the picture. So the world see the picture. And instead of the world being completely outraged, the world is standing by and watching all this high court business, what they call judges, trying to prosecute innocent people who is trying to reveal that people are murdering people for no reason at all, other than for sport. You understand? But because of the depravity, like we say at this time, where the ridiculous is ruling, like I say. If you like I say, Lady Gaga as an example, picking on one of them, the more ridiculous she act, the more famous she become. She put on some dead meat on her body and they say, oh, Lady Gaga, we put dead meat on her, you know, she's very good, you know, and wear some really outrageous clothes and they say, oh yeah, instead of people thinking, there must be something wrong with this lady here, you know. You know, why the bloody hell would you want to be continually freaking out yourself like that? That's not normal. You know, if you was a psychologist, you would think immediately something must be wrong with the individual. But the more wrong you are, the more glorified you get in this world. You know what I mean? As proven the other day, like I tell you, an old woman, Madonna, 53, flash her breast. Oh, bloody hell. Big write-up in the paper, someone saying, oh, yes, she's right to flash the breast because she's 53, and if you got the breast, you should flaunt the breast, and we about the breast of a old woman, and we... At her age, she should be trying to teach either her daughters or her grandkids some spiritual understanding of why they come into the world, and you know that they're here to better the world and such thing. Not flashing breasts. It's a big deal about flashing a breast, and then you have all the other. Well, the reason for she flashing the breast is because she know it will cause an excitement, because you know that is that's how she get her power, her little fame, by being completely outrageous sexually. That's her business. That's the business of when you have a defect within the being, you know, you're locked in a certain part of the mind, you know, it's an illness rather than something to be glorified, and tell them, and then you tell them that they are stars and they believe this, and then they have no chance now of getting out of this delusion that they are in. You see what I mean? So they end up living a life of delusion. Are just a set ego that now they feel that they have to live up to this to please their public, because their public expect them to show a nipple, you know, at certain time come out without any panties, climbing out of a limousine, you know what I mean, or to just say, oh, I had sex with the Prime Minister and his secretary and all these kind of thing, and then write a book, and then maybe they just make up a few stories, said, oh, once this happened and that happened, and I did this, and I had sex with 3 people and that and all that, and it sells. But that's only selling. How can any sensible human being be buying any madness like that, or be even listening to an individual like that without realizing that this is a mad person that you're dealing with? You know what I mean? This is an egoistic freak. But because everybody is into this egoistic, because we have so many, they've drummed it into us now that we must try to be like these egos. And if we be like them, we can get the cars that they have and drink the champagne that they have and sniff the coke that they're sniffing, and then that we will reach the life. You know what I mean? But it's all an illusion. What you want to do is ask any one of these celebrities that you know, if you should ever know them, Beckham, any one of them, who you have here now, Lady Gaga, Jay-Z, if you should ever get them as just private and you want to talk to them, they are lost souls. They're confused. They don't know what they're doing. They might have a lot of paper here, but the big house in paper, like I tell you before, that ain't nothing. That's just building and paper. That ain't going to accompany you when you leave, when they come to remove you. And it remove everyone. Doesn't matter what kind of big star you are here on this planet. You know, it could be Jesus. That is the general. I call him the General Field Marshal that run the left flank of Jah army on this planet, you know. Remove everyone, even I and I shall remove when the right time come. But I'm just telling you that that is what run the operation here. So while you are busy here then, yeah, like we use some old saying then, selling your soul for some big house and car, yeah. Not only are you selling your souls, you what you call entertainers, yeah, but you're corrupting others towards your little stupid, evil way of living, you know what I mean? while you enjoy this, but you will pay more, as I say, because you are influencing others to this bullshit. You know, you shouldn't be making any records that are singing and talking. That is not spiritually uplifting to another human being. To just be singing about this baby, I love you and I'd like to sex you off and my girl and I shot this man and I do all this and what I do and how I'm going to do and how rich I am and my car and my money and that's just pure evil. Why you want to, and then you say God give you the talent. Make me want to puke when I hear them. You know, when they are these idiotic business that they call their awards, like what the music one call must be Grammy. Grammy has some stupidness. Okay, all these ego like to worship themselves. So when them go up there to get them like a stupidness, what they giving themselves, them say, oh, I thank God and God give me the talent. Well, God never give you any talent to sing stupidity, you fool. You think God never give you any talent to sing anything idiotic just for the sake of what you call fame. Why are you seeking fame? The man who is seeking fame, right, want to ask himself, why am I seeking fame? That's why I keep saying that question, why? That question should be asked a lot of the time by oneself. Why? Ask yourself, Mr. Fame Seeker, why am I seeking fame? Was I born to seek fame? And what is fame? And alright then, when you get this fame, right, where everybody know, you know, when you go in the street and they see you and they say, yes, Michael, yeah. Are you happy with that? Are you happy when everyone is trying to peep in your bin to see what you're throwing there, you know? And when you go in the pub, you can't sit down on the airplane. Are you happy with your fame? You know, you love fame. Is it the attention you like? Do you feel lonely if you was walking down the road and nobody don't say, hi Michael, hi Michael? You know what I mean? What is it about this fame that you love so much? You know what I mean? Does it turn you on, fame, like, you know? If you was a man, do you get an ardent? Or if you're a woman, do you have an orgasm? You know, when everyone is, you are like to say the center of attention.
Yes, Jay.
You know what I mean? But you can't get fame them kind of way there, you know what I mean? That kind of fame is just like what we would call false fame, man. You know what I mean? You can, that is height of egoistic vanity, as it was, or the vain. Ask yourself, why? Why be vain? Do you think he was born to be vain, you know? What good is vanity? You know what I mean? The things that you are vain about, why are you vain about them? You know what I mean? So people need to check themselves really and see the things that they're doing. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you just end up following the devil. Or what you call the devil. But you're not following on the devil, you're just following your own stupid. That's what me call it, you know. You're just following your own stupid vanity. Or your own stupid vainness. You understand what I mean? So, yes, so nothing ain't going to change until a man change himself. I mean, say, are to realize that those who are leading you are those who you are following, those who you are worshipping, those who I may say like I think President Obama is some good person, or Mrs. Clinton, or you think the Pope is some good kind of a person. Then people you can't really follow those kind of people, because those are the very people that I'm telling you are leading you astray. You don't understand what I mean? Like I tell you before, the Pope is an elected official. That man can't speak from his heart. He don't represent God. You know what I mean? Get him have 1 billion people following him. And everywhere he go, he kiss the ground, and him have a few men in tall hats following him about kissing his hand. Who want to kiss a man? Where you kissing a man hand from? You have to see these people for who they are. Just like how you are now seeing the political people for who they are. You have to start seeing the judges for who they are as well. These are just little devil men in cloaks. They're talking about you like we say you're going to the High Court. What High Court? You mean the High Court of devils? There is no international law. Repeat again, those international fraud. Because how can devilish men set up laws? How can evil blood clot man set up laws? Evil men cannot set up laws. So that means if you see any law running on earth, the law ain't right. You know what I talk about international law? What international? There is no international law. You know what I mean? The international law that they are talking about are just some law set up by these European powers, you know what I mean? American them. And they override it anytime it suits them anyway. Just like I tell you, if they want to kill people, like they are the one making all the weaponry and selling it. They are the one who control all the television station and allow it to pump out all this vileness. They are the one who control all the newspaper, allow the newspaper to print vileness and all form of sexuality in it and publish it to the people. You know what I mean? When if they are the one who should be controlling those and say, no, we can't have these things in our society. But they want a society of evil. And the reason why they want a society of evil, if there is no, in the way their system operate, if there is no wrongdoing, it's finished. Alright then people, here me show you know. What you think would happen tomorrow, right, if everyone stopped stealing? The police would have no work. What would the soldier need to do if no one want no war? He would out have a job. You understand? The judge would have nobody to judge. So they are the one keeping the system going. Because they know trouble is business. So they go around the world to cause trouble because it's good for business. Because without trouble, their business would collapse, finish. So they are the one who are perpetrating the trouble to maintain their system because it's based on trouble. No trouble, no system. Police don't have no job, no judge don't have no job. So it's just a contract then, as it was, you know. It's not a real thing. They are the one them causing the trouble and giving you the solution to the trouble that they have caused. You know, pretending that they are not troublemakers because they look all clean and proper and prim. The art of deception, presentation, that's what they're deceiving you with. Virtually. You know what I mean? Because evil don't show its hand, it's hidden. You understand? You have to realize the game that these people are playing. These people that you trust so well. Your foreign secretaries and all these kind of devilish people, they are evil. These ones that dress up and are telling you, you know, that they are politicians and they are traveling and they are diplomats and all. They are not diplomats. They are the one who are traveling and selling the next country arms and having big dinner and eating and, you know, seeing where they can commit the next evil. That's all they're doing. They only deceive you because they're dressed up in suit and you elect them and say, oh, he's my cabinet minister or he represents England or something. He's a representation. If there was a devil, right, these are the agents of the devil. These very same men that you put your trust in to be your government. And they govern over you with an evil hand. And you find it nearly impossible to see these evil men for what they are, because they keep presenting a smiling face to you, but they are vampires, bloodsuckers. They, if you could see them really, they are ghouls. They are full of blood. They kill the most people on this planet. They authorize the killing. You understand? The military machine of each country, they run it. They are the one who decide to send the army here and there and the secret agent here and to cause trouble. Because how is their business going to run if there is not trouble amongst you human beings? War, blood. They need blood. They love blood. They are blood suckers, like I'm telling you. They are still our brothers, you know. But they are vile because they have strayed from conscience, from themselves. You know, they were... I don't know what's wrong with them. They lost themselves in the mind and thought to themselves that they could rule the mind and govern things and all this. So I don't know what's... They've lost their soul completely. And they are here now tricking the majority of people on the planet with their stupid religious institution and priests and imams and all kind of things. They are devils. They don't know God. If you know God, you wouldn't be setting up none of these stupid things, and you wouldn't have any followers. You would never ever have any congregation if you know God, because you just simply tell people that they must know themselves and stop lying and cheating and hating. That's the only way. You don't need to set up a congregation to do that, or have any followers, or start lighting any candles, or dipping anybody underwater or above water, or going around Ganges, jumping in any Ganges, or going to Mecca, walking around nothing, stoning no devil, climbing up Mount Everest and doing all these stupid things. All you need to do is stop lying and hating. When you're running up mountain and going in church, praying, reading Bible, how much time a day, chapter a day, and this, how much chapter a day, and praying to Jesus and visiting the... Stop doing all that. All that is just stupidity. You know that you are a liar or a thief. Just stop it. Run up mountain and pray and have priest in long gown. Why is a priest in long gown? Simply to just... Yeah, man. Simply to just tell a man. All a priest should be doing is tell a man that he should correct his action. Why is he in a long gown to do this? Why is he performing any about drink blood and eat this is the body of Christ and all this business and waving some incense and all that? What has that got to do with telling a man, yeah, that he should correct his action, because that is the only way to know God? Why don't just tell the man this? Why him have to perform some form of ritual? What has ritual got to do with knowing what is right and correct? Anyone who is performing a ritual, we should run them out of town. I said, Bridget, why are you performing a ritual? This is about right and wrong. You understand? You know, every human being know what right and wrong. This cup is not yours. You're taking it. Stop taking it. You know it's not yours before you take it. That's what right and wrong is. Why have we got to perform a ritual to find this out? Or to understand this? Why have we got to go and pray? Why has everyone got to go to church, line up every Sunday with them Bible and book, run into church, singing and all kind of thing about Jesus, simply to know what is right and wrong? You don't feel you have the intelligence within your own being already to understand the difference between right and wrong and to behave right instead of wrong. No, you have to run into some building that man make. Go there singing holy song and performing all kind of little, you know what I mean, piety kind of business with the priest in his robe and waving him thing and going all kind of... Oh, that's a load of bullshit. No wonder you're still lost in the dark. You know what I mean? Because it's nothing about all that palaver. It's just simply about correcting the wrongs that you are doing. Stop messing about. Stop running. Stop living like a tego jumping ganja and go around, make a go walk around stone and climb Everest and go to energy center and all kind of center. You know what I mean? Stop doing those things. That is not what is going to help you. What is going to help you is when you make correction within yourself. Stop sneaking and having sex with the next door neighbor. You know what I mean? You are with your wife already. You know what I mean? So just stick with your own wife. Stop lying and cheating and hating. That is the way out of the darkness. Not praying and doing certain things and, you know, jumping in water and climbing up mountain and all them kind of thing. Only self-discipline, self-correction within oneself is going to solve this problem, or is going to open your eyes to those who are deceiving you and those who are feeding you all this bullshit and all this sexual depravity and telling you that it's fun. When I'm telling you that if you don't wake up, this is what you're going to reap after, because you ain't going to get away with nothing unless your scientists can find a way how to defeat memory, videoing your actions. So it will be best if you make correction now before you reach the other side, because you're bound to reach in it. How long are you going to stay? You think Skull and Bone or Mason or Illuminati, you think that can save you? None of that can save you in this fire, where you're going. You understand? No, none of your friends cannot save you. You understand? So while Mrs. Clinton now was an example, big foreign secretary of America. Oh yeah, you got the army there now, and anywhere you go now, you have secret service behind you, very powerful. You couldn't get within a mile of you. You know what I mean? But when they come for you, your secret service won't be coming. Trust me. And where you are going, you won't be getting a military escort either. You will be on your little own. You'll be naked like as it was. You'll be exposed for who and what you really are within yourself. You understand? You will be like naked, exposed. All you little evil men, wherever you are, like I say, you in Mason, Illuminati. Where you are going, mate, when we remove you from the body, you will be completely exposed. You see, like when you're on earth here now, you can hide your evil deeds from people. When you walk past a man in the street or a man look at you can grin and smile. And he cannot see your little dirty, evil way that you are inside. But where you are going, you'll be unsure. You will be like transparent. No hiding place for you. You're going to be sorry. Trust you. Mr. Wicked Man. All wicked man on the planet. And Mr. Evil as well. Because I see Mr. Wicked Man different from Mr. Evil. Mr. Wicked Man is the man shooting the gun, stabbing, and Mr. Evil is the one giving the orders. So they're both friends together, they work in tandem as it was there, So I would like to say to you, my friend, because you don't care about the laws of God anyway. But trust me, you are going to be sorry the day that you never did care about the laws of God. I would advise, since as you enjoy the club of evil doing so much, and wickedness, enjoy it while it lasts. And hear me now. Time is eternal, Imagine the mind cannot even comprehend eternity. And here you are now, you've decided, right, that you are going to spend 60 years of eternity or 70 years enjoying evil to the fullness. Yeah, so you make sure that, you will have a very long time to enjoy the reward of your evil doings. Very long. A lot longer than the 60 that you spend doing it. Tell me, say, trust me, you are going to wish that you could commit suicide. Yeah. Like how men on earth here. When the pressure come down on some men on earth, maybe even because of you evil men who put pressure on them sometime. And they cannot take the pressure no more. They commit what we call suicide and dive on the other side. But I'm saying to evil now and wicked, when you reach the other side, the situation for you now, there are going to be times when you would feel like killing yourself now, like commit suicide. But it's not possible. It's possible here, but not there. Even those who do it here, they get there, they're not dead. Because you cannot die. So this is what you are going to learn. You are going to learn that you cannot die. And you are going to learn that for every evil deeds that you have done, you have to pay for it, man. Or woman, for that matter, you know what I mean? You cannot do crimes in this universe and get away with it. You can be ignorant if you want to the laws, because that is irrelevant. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if you just want to be ignorant because you choose to. That's your problem. But whether you are ignorant or not, you still have to pay according to the law. If in your ignorance you break the law. Because you know what I mean? So breaking the law is, you have to pay. I don't know what you're going to pay. I can't say. I'm just telling you the law. You should know law, Mr. Devilman. You set laws up here as well, innit? And you're telling people if they break them, they have to pay. It's the same principle. You have to pay. And the degree of your crime fit the punishment, like, you know. So if you murder, say you murder 2 people, you deserve a 50 or 60 or so many years. You deserve, all in America you give people 400 years. So over there you must be getting a couple of, you know, long sentences for your crime. Because you did commit them. You can't deny that you won't be able to deny that you commit them either, you know, evil. Because it's on your memory, like I'm telling you. And there is no way for you to erase your memory. It's a lot more smarter than you. As if you don't understand clearly what I'm saying. Alright, listen to me now, evil and wicked. It's been reported to me here and there that, like I keep saying, there are people in the Masons, the Skull and Bone, Illuminati, witches, convent, all kind of whatever secret society you are in, yeah, doing things in secret and undercover and whatever. That is irrelevant to memory. It goes everywhere. It's a video everywhere, brethren. So whether you are some high up or low up or in the middle, and you're going to Bohemian Grove, yeah, and you over there hiding in secret, performing anything you're doing with the owl and some other thing, performing black or white magic or whatever magic you want, that is irrelevant to memory, because it's videoing all what you're doing there as well. Under the sea, above, and the land up in the sky. So, I would like to know how the evil man is going to escape from that. Because that is your judge. Like a stupid judge that you have in court saying that he's a judge, you know what I mean, and he's high court judge. You know what I mean? Not them, we don't call them judges, you know, them are not judges. You know what I mean? Them are just working for the system. And they make their decision to suit the system so that they can hold on to their privileged position as judges. But they are not judges, they will be judged. You know what I mean? They enjoy abusing what they call lower down. Because you think you are so superior, don't you, evil? You think you are enlightened ones, as it was. So the Illuminati, you call themselves. You are the enlightened ones in it, and these lower beings, you are far superior to them. Well, I suppose you are, but this is why I'm asking you. Do you reckon, my friend, that you are far superior to memory? I want you to mention conscience, because they're two different things, conscience and memory. I suppose you do. You might even imagine then that if you're superior to a memory, you might also imagine that you're superior to conscience as well. Because just like memory, that follow you everywhere as well you go. You might not notice, but that is watching and seeing every move that you are making, and every plan that you made, and everything that you sign secretly, and every order that you give. Memory knows who give it. Conscience knows who give the orders. Whether it was high up or low down, in the military, out of the military, above, anywhere. You know, conscience is a man that is everywhere. He's a spy for God. You know, like how you have spies. You know, evil man like to have spies. MI5, CIA. Yeah? Send them spying on people to get information. God like playing that game as well. So he had conscience in you to spy on you. And then while conscience was spying on you, he put memory in you to video what conscience was seeing. The two of them work in tandem, they're a team. One do the spying and one do the recording. So if you can find a way, why don't you chop yourself up and see if you can find them and destroy them? Yeah, look for your memory. There's a good way how you could escape, right? Your judgment. I know two ways. What you have to do is go in yourself, right? Get your clever scientist. Yeah. Or a surgeon. You need a clever surgeon here. Eh? Tell him to perform a head operation, body operation. Tell him to locate your memory. Yeah? And because you want to remove, the bad deeds that you done. You want to wipe it clean as it was. And you want to take conscience out of you as well, so that it can't be no more witness to the evil that you are doing. You know what I mean? That's what you should be doing. You reckon you could do such a thing and get away with it? Yeah, you could get away with it. Yeah, try it then. You're so bloody stupid. But such is the idiocy that we fall into in this time, like I'm saying. Coming back to the present, how like I say, those who are, if you think I'm joking, right, just turn on. I've mentioned this before, but just go on your Sky channel and go on the God channel and see there how many people are busy passing out, and there's some preachers saying touch them and they pass out, and they say no, we haven't walked for so long, and no, it's all a lie. And every preacher, not one of them is speaking the truth, but they all have big audiences. You know what I mean? Ranting, and all of them is preaching about Jesus, but in a different way. They don't agree with each other. And yet the people pack. Because, like I'm saying, the people themselves, they would rather hear idiocy rather than hear the truth. When you hear the truth, it hurts you, don't you? The truth hurts people. So even though, as an instance then, this is a truth that hurt people. Even my daughter is like that. I seen her today and I tell her that you shouldn't have you hear that kind of a way, Straighten out. You know what I mean? Because God never created you. This is black people I'm talking to on this running there. When I say black people, men and women, because some men do it as well. Innit? Why are you straightening out your hair? The reason for straightening out your hair, I'm not saying that you're consciously going to think, oh yeah, I'm straightening out my hair to look like European. No, you're not doing that. You've inherited a thing that's come down from a long time ago, where we as black people look at our hair as bad hair, and look at those with straight hair as having good hair, simply because our hair is difficult to manage. You understand? But that is the hair that God gave us. He must have given it us for a reason. You understand? So why would we want to go and straighten out our hair? The reason for that is that over the centuries then, black people as a whole, men and women, has been, the color black has been demonized to such an extent that we think it's a bad thing to be black. You know what I mean? And those who have dominated us now are showing us a standard of beauty. Their standard of beauty, how somebody should look to be beautiful. You understand? And we've bought into their idea of beauty. So now we start to think, oh, if our nose is spread out like this, then we are not beautiful. Or if we have big lips, or if our skin is very black, or if we have our type of hair. So now we need to straighten our hair to look like them. So I'm saying that it's a condition that come down over the century. Now you don't see any, hardly see any black women, and there's some Rasta serious daughters, or cultural ladies then, apart from them, every woman is wearing either a wig or some extension, or if not, she's straightening her hair to look like people with straight hair. But you're not supposed to look like that. That's not who you are. So if you are looking like that, you've gone away from yourself, because you're not the person you're supposed to be. That's why if you go and say all those women who are following Christianity, you're following Jesus, you must be trying to look like Jesus. That's why most of you don't see any, you don't hardly have any natural African hair women going to church. Most of them choose to look like Jesus, having straight hair. You know what I mean? Is that what you're trying to do? Look like your white Jesus with straight hair. Your hair is curly African. There's a lot of African hairstyle that you can have. But when you're doing that, you're going away from yourself. So you can't find yourself like that. You will never know who you are like that. You understand? So all them people, like I'm telling you, all you who are wearing straight hair and wigs, you're doing so because you're lost. You need to stop doing those things and go back to the person who you are. And if nobody don't like you with your ugly black face and your short hair, if you're a woman and your curly hair, after when you nice it up the way how we African then do it, then that's their business. You should tell them to stick 2 fingers up. You don't see? Because you should be proud of who you are. You shouldn't be trying to look like somebody else. You understand what I mean? But when you tell people that, no, me know the truth hurt, I say, who is you to tell me how me should look like? Well, if that is your reaction, then that means you don't know yourself and you're lost. You know, so you can go on with your little hurt up self. Because why would I want to hurt my sisters or my mother? I'm telling my daughter. We are from the same family, we are all one. You think I would want to sit and hurt anyone or say anything? It's the truth. That's what the truth is. I am telling you because it's the truth. And if you love your sister and your brother and your mother, have to tell them the truth, even if it might hurt them or offend them, but it is the truth. It is what is going to make you know yourself and understand who you are better as a woman or as a man. What difference does it make? You know what I mean? Just imagine, all right then. Even if you go into Christian church, you believe in God, don't you? Okay, yeah, you believe in God. Well, was it not God himself who created us and gave us this tight curly hair? And if he did that, don't you think it must have been pleasing to him when he did it? So if it was pleasing to God, how come you don't find it pleasing? How come you think you have to bleach your skin then? If God give you this black skin, you feel you have to get lighter because him give that man light skin. And if him give that man straight hair, why you think you have to straight your hair if you look like him? Do you know the full reason why God give you curly hair? You know what I mean? That's what I mean. So if the creator or the creative energy created us in this form, looking the way that we look, we should accept this. Don't you think? Fair argument in it. So why would you want to blaze up yourself and talk about no. We maybe he made a mistake when he made us, like, you know what I mean? Because the comb is too hard going through it, so you know we have to relax it and nothing like that is happening. It's only the fact that you want to look like the other man because he's the one setting the standard of beauty and you foolishly believe him. He's a fool. How can he set no standard of beauty? You know what I mean? No one can set any standard of beauty. You feel as beautiful as you feel. You are your own beauty, innit? Say like me, I love myself as an example. No man can tell me, say me no alright, or any woman. You're a fat man. Say who? Say, you might tell me, say, oh, me ugly and oh, me this. You can tell me, say, me ugly as much as you want, because me love myself. And if me live 1 trillion billion years, me wouldn't like to look no different. That's how much me love myself. So when you go tell me about ugly, because me think me beautiful. If you want, I not walk around and say, oh, me beautiful. I say, I'm happy with who I am. That's why I make a man talk about, oh, you ugly, or you this, or you that. You know what I mean? So, you have to have confidence in your own self and know who you are. You know what I mean? But as we're going to wind down the story then, because it's a current story, It's time for us to wake up and stop let people prosecute the truth. Stop letting them get in a way, like I tell you, with giving Obama the Peace Prize while they lock Bradley Manning up. Simply for say exposing. And it's not only them as well, you know. There's lots of other people who they are prosecuting simply for telling the truth. Putting them in prison. They're not murderers, they're not thieves, they're not no Al-Qaeda. You understand? This man is not no Al-Qaeda. The American government see man go to Iraq and murder 24 people. The brother killed, you know, and got 4 months. And Bradley Manning he never killed anyone. He just showed the American government military wing killing. Lot more than 24. And now they are court-martialing him. They never court-martial the guy who killed the 24. So that is the kind of lunacy that is happening within the world. You know what I mean? And it's all sanctioned by these government. You must stop supporting these evil government. It's time for them to go. They're going to go anyway, you know what I mean? A judgment is coming up on their head. And it is going to be terrible and dreadful. So while the Fire Lord is saying, look out for the judgment that is coming up on you, evil man. You know what I mean? Your destiny is safe in the hands of memory. So we're going to, on that note, we're going to fire out from the firehouse. And we'll meet on another fiery note again, because it's only pure fire we're firing from now on. So fade out and fire out from the firehouse, seeing.